up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides, and I'm here at the Tampa Bay Convention Center for the 2019 International New Car Show. Walking around, and I came across the all-new 2019 Dodge Charger Daytona Hemi edition. Now, if you don't know anything about the Charger, it goes all the way back to 1970. Amazing car, amazing power. That name Hemi just means so much to the Dodge brand. And it's really interesting how the Charger has changed, because originally the Charger was a two-door car. As you can see, it's been a four-door car for quite some time now, but I think it's working for Dodge, because with the Challenger, it really is a 1-2 power punch. And when we talk about power, I'm talking about over 480 horsepower out of a 6.4 liter naturally aspirated V8. Let's check out the front of this Dodge Charger Daytona. If you look, they went with a restyle for the front. Now we have two functional scoops on both sides of the grille, force feeding air into that 6.4 liter V8. I do like the opening down here for the lower radiator, and it's going to help scoop, because if you look at this lower part of the front fascia, it's almost like a front lip spoiler that's built in. It helps scoop air into that radiator to cool that 6.4 liter, because that engine's going to create a lot of heat. I like the fog lamps. I love the style of the headlights. And I don't know, Tom and I were debating this. I'm looking at this design here. I kind of like it. Tom is not really loving the scoops on the side. I wish they were a little bit different material. This black seems a little on the cheaper side. And then this right here, the Daytona badge, I wish they would have done something better. Maybe just had like the Daytona script without the actual black surround around it. Kind of gives it a cheap look. If you then jump up onto the hood, you have a functional hood scoop here. There's the Hemi badging with the flat black. That's another thing that with Dodge products, Mopar products, they really do a lot of cool things with striping on cars, even going back to the muscle car heydays. Let's check out these wheels here. So basically, you have a really nice flat black wheel, great style. You have Brembo 4-piston calipers. This is a 20-inch wheel. So if you're saying to yourself, wow, that's a pretty big wheel, guess what it is? 20-inch wheel, very, very nice. 392 lettering on the side. This is another place I'm gonna zonk it. I wish that was some type of badge. I could come and peel that emblem right off, and there goes your 392 insignia on the side of the car. But hey, you know, they try to keep this at a certain price point. When we're talking price point, you're looking at an MSRP of around $46,000 for this car as it sits. As we go down, I like the flat black on the hood. It works on the hood, onto the roof. You do have a sunroof, as you can see. I do also like the indentation that starts on the front passenger door and goes all the way back to the rear. It gives it a little bit more muscular look, a little bit more muscular feel. To wrap it out back, we have the Daytona stripe going across the rear fender onto the trunk. A very, very nice flat black trunk lid spoiler, just enough kick up, really nice style. Also, you have this beautiful LED lighting behind the car. It's Dodge. That's something that they've been using for many years now. And at night, it looks very sinister, and it also gives them some brand identity. I like the dual exhaust. This is something that on the Challenger, if you look at a Challenger, you have it almost looks like a vacuum cleaner dual exhaust. I like the round tips coming out the back, the Dodge lettering. I would like to see a 392 badge on the trunk lid here, especially since that's what's under the hood. And speaking of that 392, let's go ahead and check it out. All right, guys, here we are underneath the hood of the 2019 Dodge Charger Daytona. That is a Hemi 392. That's going to give you 485 horsepower. That's going to give you mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. What's wonderful is you can still get that 6-speed to it. Also, you'll notice the letters SRT. SRT is going to give you that whole engineering that harks back all the way back to Dodge Viper, to the Neon SRT, that street racing team. That's going to give you all that performance. Check out even the high flow air cleaner. I mean, this air box is massive, just allows a lot of air into the engine, lots of torque. Remember, even with the weight of this car, you're still gonna get that down that quarter mile really fast, and you have full 4-door usability. Let's go ahead and check out some of the changes for 2019 in the interior of this Dodge Charger. All right, guys, here we are inside the all-new 2019 Dodge Charger Daytona. Let's check out the door panels. So you have very nice leather on the armrest on the back portion of the door panel. I do like the silver door opening handle. That gives it a little bit extra style, a little bit extra feel. If you come inside, very soft materials. It's a little weird though. It feels like a rubber in a way, a rubber material. I do like the Daytona badging. I would like to see that maybe a little bit larger. Be proud of what this car is. Dodge Daytona, that's a very famous name, goes back decades. You can see how everything just smoothly flows in to this central infotainment screen. Now, when we look at the infotainment screen, it's a big size. I'm not too sure though about this silver trim. Tom and I were debating this. I know they're trying to tie it in and make it look like the old Chargers from the past. I wish it was a different finish, some kind of different finish to it. I do like though how this has a very nice cover over the cup holders. You got piano black. I love this armrest. Check out these seats. Very, very interesting. It's like an Alcantara suede material, leather on the bolstering. They're very comfortable seats. They have just enough bolstering to make it worthwhile, but not too much. If you are a little wide in the hips, I think it's probably gonna pinch you just a little bit on the lower cushion. But on the back, it's really nice. You can see that this has that slick shifting automatic transmission. You do have paddles on the steering wheel. The only complaint with the paddles is they're kind of small. I wish these paddles were a little bit larger, but they are a metal material. Go figure. Nice to see in a car at this price point. Remember, MSRP $46,000. If you look up, you get a decent sized sunroof. I'd like to see a panoramic sunroof at this price point. Why don't you come on over here and I'll check you out, let you see and check out the business end of things behind the steering wheel. Come check it out. All right, guys, here we are, business end. It's interesting because at these shows, some cars, the batteries are hooked up, others are not. Batteries are hooked up here. You can see the beautiful work. I think probably the highlight for me on the interior is this beautiful gauge layout. I do like the lighting. I like the look. You have an analog tachometer, analog speedometer, and then you have your digital display in the center. Steering wheel wise, kind of bland, I'll be honest with you. The size is nice, the thickness is nice, but it's just kind of, I want a little something more. These buttons are kind of cheap. You have these fake buttons over here. I don't know what's going on there. I do like the Dodge logo. Whoever came up with the two red stripes is a genius. I think it really just adds to the flavor. Seat comfortability, I do like how comfortable it is. I got plenty of headroom, plenty of leg room. You even have aluminum pedals down there, which is a nice touch. But like I said, at the end of the day, you're looking at MSRP of $46,000. You're definitely gonna have that four-door usability, and this is definitely a car you could drive every single day. But if these are the types of cars you like to see on Rady's Rides, these modern muscle cars, leave a comment in that comment section. If you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. I promise you, it's worthwhile coming back each and every day. If you are a subscriber, you know what it's about. You love the channel. I love you guys for your support, your care, your commitment, your dedication. Thank you for being on this ride with me. It just keeps getting better and better and better. If you haven't seen my Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter pages, all Rady's Rides original content all the time. Definitely check those out. Get yourself some Rady's Rides merch. How do you get it? Click the link at the start of this video. There's a little button in the right-hand corner. That'll take you to Spreadshirt, hats, hoodies, bags, the whole 9 yards. Something for everybody. Make your wife happy. Make your husband happy. Get them something special. Get your neighbors something. Show your neighbor. Nobody cares about their neighbors anymore. Show your neighbor that they care, that you care about them. Get them some Rady's Rides merch. Talk about my neighbor, Tom Moschner. That guy, I tell you, he is always there, ready to work that camera. It doesn't matter if he hasn't worked out yet, hasn't had his protein, he will drop whatever he's doing to help film Rady's Rides because he knows that you guys love him and love his camera work. So thank you, Tom, for all that. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.